Hi everybody, I'm your host Law of the West, and this seemed like a fitting time to do an If It Sits It Fits video for the MISC Fortune. My god, look at this shot. Looks like the thing just laid an STV. So, over the course of this video, I'm going to be showing you what ships let's call it an STV again. I'm going to be showing you what ships the Fortune fits into, and what are the things you can fit into the Fortune. So with that, let's get right into it. So the first ship I'm going to look at is the Polaris, and as you can see from this footage, you can fit two of them into it. And I had to park them like this because the rear nacelles will get in each other's way, so just keep that in mind when you're trying to land these things. Now what's really funny is looking at it from this angle, it looks like the Prospector is actually bigger than the Fortune. The Prospector's on the right, the Fortune's on the left. And I realize it's just because the middle section of it is a lot thinner, which and the Prospector has more bulk to it, which gives it that illusion that it's bigger, but still, it's crazy. But I was under the false assumption that the Fortune was actually a slightly bigger than the Prospector, and it doesn't look like that's the case at all. Now, if anything, I'm looking at it from here and it seems like it's slightly smaller. But the good thing about this is what you can see is that you could take something like your Polaris and you could fit either, two Fortunes, two Prospectors, or you could kind of mix it up and have something for every occasion, meaning you could have a salvager and a miner and bring it with you. And that way you can really kind of take care of any one of your needs while you're out and about. Or once again, if you had a crew of people, you could bring a mix of people with you who are doing different things. So it's interesting. You have a lot of options with this ship. That's what I really like about it. I was also taking a look at some of the other ships to see if you could fit either one of these two into it, and it looks like so far the 890 jump is the only one. And I was trying the Carrack. The Carrack does not fit. It is just not even feasible. If you really think about it, there's no reason why it should be able to fit. Like, the Fortune and the Prospector are so much bigger than the Pisces, it's not even funny. So cramming one of those in is kind of like a pipe dream at best, even to begin with. And I was also trying something else like the Hercules, and that's also a no-go. That's not going to happen. And really kind of thinking about it, there's no other ships, honestly, that are ships that you could permanently own as part of your fleet that you could possibly fit it into right now. So your choices are really limited when it comes to transporting either one of these two ships within another ship. Okay, I'm doing this just to show some people empirical proof that this thing does not fit. Just in case you don't believe me, you have to see it with your own eyes. I mean, you can almost tell right now this is not going to happen. This is, yeah. Even with the landing gear pulled in, excuse me, this is not going to work. I could get the nose in, but just width-wise, it's not going to fit, as you can really obviously see here. And I wanted to do this just to show you that you can fit cargo onto the external grid. As a matter of fact, with this, I'm trying a 1 SU box and a 2 SU box, so you can slap those right onto the side of it. So if you wanted to, you could use this ship for doing some light cargo missions, or just light cargo hauling in general, or essentially loot collecting, or things along those lines. So if you actually wanted to do bunker missions, put an empty loot crate in the outside of it and use it that way, you actually could. So just keep that in mind as well. So I want to try this test with the PTV one more time. As you can see from the back and the front, it fits onto the platform perfectly. But there's a little issue when I pulled it in. It went up no problems, but when I brought it back down again, it was completely flipped upside down, which is not ideal when you're trying to bring a ground vehicle with you. It's not too big of a deal if you have a tractor beam with you. Even a handheld tractor beam can move a PTV. Okay, well, let's see what goes on. Definitely not the most stable, but I've seen worse. Okay, so the Mirai Pulse fits really good. And it's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but it fully sits on the platform, no overhang, no problems. And as you can see, there's definitely enough room to put another one on there too. But here's the test, and this is what I really wanted to find out. Oh, nice. Okay, the Pulse looks like it fits really good. So this is a very viable option. Now, I'm not even going to try with the other grav labs because I already know that they don't fit. And the size of the lift is 2x2, And the X1, Nox, Dragonfly, and Hoverquad all need a 1x4 grid. Plus the Pulse only needs half of that. So not only should it fit, we should be able to fit 2 of them onto it. Here's the platform button right over here. So we'll see if it's just as stable this time. Yeah, no bouncing around. Looks good. Okay. This gets a thumbs up. That's what I get for not giving myself more than 1 car length's clearance to get onto this thing. It's going to bounce around a little bit, but I could get it. There you go. Okay. So let's see what we're looking at. How's our points looking? It's really difficult to... Oh, okay. The front bumper is sticking forward just a little bit too much. So is the rear bumper. All right, cross your fingers. This is my first attempt to try and bring it in. Ooh, that was not good. Yeah, that didn't happen. I don't think I need to try that again. Well, that's going to be it for this If It Sits, It Fits video about the Fortune. I've been your host, Law of the West. Thanks for watching, and take care.